Hey guys. Oh my gosh, I've got the hiccups. I just had to check the time. It is 11:01, so I am currently getting ready to head out the door to get my little preschooler and take her from one preschool to the next. Thanks, COVID. They had to split class sizes at her first one, so she can only be there half a day. And I really can't complain because we did qualify for free preschool through Head Start. Long story, but essentially when I moved back here to Wyoming, I'm going to kind of be walking and holding the camera, so I hope it's not too shaky, but I have to grab some things. When I moved back here to Wyoming, I had quit my job and just packed up and left, and again, the soft landing place kind of chat. So, now I've completely forgotten what I am even needing to grab before I leave. Oh yeah, my daughter's stuffed bear so she can nap with it. Anyway, so I moved back. I didn't have a job for a while. I was just being a stay-at-home mom. And so I enrolled in grad school and I was doing that. And my friends, one of my friends she worked at Head Start. She was like, just apply, which I felt guilty for it because I had been making, decent money at my job. And I own a rental home that I rent out. So I'm not like profiting really much at all on that, but still, I just, I felt kind of badly about taking a spot at Head Start. So I originally applied, and then right before they were about to start enrolling, gosh, I can't find this darn bear anywhere. Right when they were going to start enrolling, I got my job again. I don't think I've talked about this yet, but anyway, I got another job right before they were about to start Head Start. So I called them and I said, this probably means I don't qualify any longer because I make a decent amount of money, But they went ahead and let Ember still attend because we kind of met some other of the checked boxes. Single family home. We had some other issues in our home prior to my move back here to Wyoming. So anyway, there were a few factors that still allowed us to qualify for that service. And I just said, okay, yeah, it's going to save me $500 a month. $500 a month, you guys, for my daughter to be in Head Start in the mornings, 4 days a week. So anyway, that is what I am heading out to do. I just remembered I cannot leave this teddy bear at home without bringing it for her because she is allowed to have a stuffy, as we call them, a stuffy for her to sleep with at daycare. My daughter does not nap. She stopped napping. Gosh, I still can't find this bear. She stopped napping when her Binky went away. And we had a huge Binky going away party when she was about just shy of 2.5. And as soon as that Binky was gone, naps were no longer a thing. Naps went bye-bye. Look who I found. Yay. Okay, so anyway, she really doesn't nap very well at daycare, and they've had conversations with me about it before, and I essentially told them, do what you need to do. She doesn't nap for me. So if it's like becoming a disruption, I don't have a problem with her going to another classroom during that time to play or to do activities or whatever. The unfortunate thing about my 3.5-year-old is that she needs a nap because she's so busy and she's got a lot going on, and her little body and mind get tired, but she fights it. I think she's a budding insomniac like her mama. So anyway, long story short, I am about to get in the car to go do this midday drop, which it really doesn't take all that long. I live in rural America. It takes me literally 7 minutes to get from my house to the one preschool. and then, get my daughter, get her into the car and everything. And then it takes 7 minutes to get her to the next preschool. So it's really not that long of a commitment. Tops, it's about a half an hour deal. But it still is just one of those things, like having to stop working in the middle of the day, or kind of like put the puppy in her kennel, get all the stuff ready. It's just, it's kind of an ordeal in the middle of the day. And so oftentimes I'm a little frustrated about it, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's saving us $500, and I'm incredibly grateful that we have this opportunity. So that's what we're doing. But anyway, I am going to allow my very little man here. Hello, handsome. Say hi. Say hi, YouTube. He's like, what is going on? Anyway, oh, and he just got a fancy, I don't know if you can see it. It's a fancy little plaid collar. Oh, maybe kind of. Anyway, I got him a fancy bow tie collar that I just find to be completely adorable, and he humors me with it. So we're about to go get the baby and take her from one place to another. And then I will come back home. I'm sorry about all the crazy lighting too. And I've got some work to do, and then I have class. And it starts at 3, so, in a few hours already. 3-hour class. But anyway, so that will be my day. I'm going to jump off. I have not connected the little holder in my car yet to hold my phone. I'm going to get that going soon. And then I have a new camera and tripod arriving today, so I'm so excited to start using that. And I was kind of planning on trying to do my nails today again, because they turned out kind of crappy last time. But I don't know if I'll get to that. Anyway, so after I get my daughter and I'm back home, I will be back on to kind of chat with you guys a little bit more. So I'll see you soon. Last time I talked to you, I was getting Ember, taking her from one place to another. Okay. So it's like 2 hours later now. Honestly, I got home and I was really drained. So I did some work stuff for a bit. Explain that. Zoe, don't chew. Let me explain my work situation. My work situation is super accommodating. I feel incredibly blessed to have the opportunity that I do. When I graduated college here in Wyoming, I moved away to Washington State with my kid's dad at that point, and we lived there for 5 years with a break in the middle that I will talk about at some point later. And so then after I had my son, my life completely blew up. So I had, my son was a brand new, brand new. My ex and I had a very, very traumatic and horrible break. And it was during the point when I was still pregnant with my son, and he moved out and kind of had some things to deal with on his own and wasn't able to be a dad during that time. So I was, it was just me with my, almost 2-year-old daughter and pregnant. And then when I had my son, I begged my mom to fly up. Oh my gosh, my dog is panting so loud, and she can go get a drink or go outside. But she wants to be here where all the action is. Okay, so I basically begged my mom to miss work to fly up to be with me during the birth of my son, because I knew that his dad was not going to be there. And at that time, I wasn't comfortable with him being there, even if he had wanted to be. Anyway, so my mom took off a week of work, okay? And I obviously knew when my due date was, but when you're having a baby, you never really know when they're going to come, right? The only thing that worked in my favor, I guess, is that both of my babies were induced a week early, and there's a reason for that, and I'll explain that in the future as well. So I knew that I was going to be induced a week early with my son, but I still didn't really know when that was going to be when my mom booked her flight. So anyway, so my mom got up there and she was there with me and my daughter for, I think it was a couple days before I went in to be induced. And my birth story with my son is, it brings up a lot of emotion for me. It was, I keep using the word traumatic, but it was incredibly traumatic. And I keep saying this too, but I'll get into that a lot later too. Because right now I'm talking about my work. I got to remind myself, get back on track here. So anyway, I had a pretty traumatic birth situation with my son. I ended up having a C-section. I knew my mom was only going to be able to be with me for, well, when I found out I had to have an emergency C-section, I literally was crying, begging my mom to stay an extra week because otherwise I knew I was going home with a newborn, a toddler, and recovering from a C-section entirely alone without any help at all. And I was so scared. I was terrified of that. So my mom, anyway, she extended her trip by a week. So I had help from my mom for a week. And by the time I got out of the hospital, it was pretty much only a week that I had my mom actually at home to help me with the kids. And then my friend, bless her heart, I have the best friend in the whole entire world. She came up to be with me for a week and she was incredibly hands-on with my son. And so really pulled me through. So I had help for 2 weeks and then I had nothing and I was just me, my daughter, and my son. And I was on maternity leave. Zuli, no. Dog is just back here destroying a thermometer. That's lovely. Anyway, so I was on maternity leave. It was unpaid. And, you know, I had kept in touch with my boss and da-da-da-da-da, and he was going to let me kind of go back to work, you know, slowly, however I needed to, whatever. But also during this time, the tiny, tiny town in Eastern Washington that I lived in was going through kind of like a major daycare situation breakdown where several of the daycares went out of business, and there were no openings at all. And this was also during a time in which gosh, my story is just going on. I had made the decision prior to pull my daughter out of the daycare that she had been in because it was, I felt very emotionally unhealthy for her. And so I had, my kid's grandma, my ex's mom, watching my daughter in my home during that time when I pulled her out, and then the entire way through my ex and I's relationship blowing up, my pregnancy, da-da-da-da-da. And it was very hard to have my ex's mom watch my daughter during that time, even though I'm incredibly close to her and I love her dearly. She is still, at the end of the day, my ex's mom. So I was in a place where I didn't really feel comfortable having her in my home because of, oh my gosh, you guys, didn't I tell you already? Okay, so I'm still shooting on my phone. I still have a storage issue with my phone because technology hates me and I'm not smart enough to operate it. Anyway, picking up where I left off. My kid's grandma was watching my daughter, and the plan was, you know, that she would watch my son as well. And she watched 3 days a week, and then 2 days a week I had a friend watching my daughter. And it's super crazy to me that I met this friend through my ex's friend from work. So my ex worked with this man, his wife, and they were basically like my ex's domain. And so then I was kind of like, because they were different kind of people than me. Like, I was different to have, it took me a bit to adjust to the idea of like having my daughter go there a couple days a week, for her to watch her. But when I pulled the plug, when I took my daughter out of daycare and I made those adjustments, and I started taking my daughter to this friend's house. Sorry, my dogs are communicating with each other. Anyway, I became really close friends with this woman. So anyway, so we became closer than she was to my ex. So when everything was blowing up in our relationship, she and her husband kind of took my side on things, meaning that I felt safe still having my daughter go there. And she would let me know if anything weird was going on with my ex or whatever, because and I don't say this in a bad judgmental way at all. I say this just in a very real way. My ex lost it. He lost it. He snapped when I was still pregnant with my son. And there are a lot of reasons for that. But he was not in an okay place at that time. So, anyway. So where was I going with that? Oh yeah, my work situation. Okay, so to go back to that. So there was no daycare available. I was relying on these two people to watch my kids. I was becoming increasingly uncomfortable with their grandma. And my friend, right before I delivered my son, she says, "Hey, we're moving." So I was like, oh, okay, great. So then I didn't have care for them those 2 days of the week, anyway. And I was already feeling uncomfortable about the grandma situation. And I couldn't find any other daycare, and feeling, so isolated and alone as a new mother with 2 babies recovering from a C-section. And I keep hitting that hard because that was my first C-section. It was an emergency C-section. I had to have a blood transfusion. I had to stay in the hospital an extra long time because of that. It was not an easy situation. And being a single mom, with no support. So all of that going on at the same time, and me sitting there I love my house. I have a job that I love. I love the area in which I live. But also constantly crying to my mom, I can't do this. I need help. I can try to superwoman, but this is not a situation that, starts and ends. You know what I mean? Yes, the newborn stage would end. So I would maybe start to get more sleep. But the reality is, kids, one thing ends for another thing to start, so being a parent is forever. So after just a lot of soul searching, essentially, I made the decision to do what I call blow up my life. And I quit my job, called my boss crying, and he was really upset too that I was leaving. Told him I was moving home. I was going to sell my house, but I, at the very last minute, decided to just go ahead and rent it, because I had in the back of my mind this dream of owning rental properties for the longest time. And I bought the house in Washington for what is incredibly cheap for a home. Okay. And I just felt in my heart, I couldn't let it go. So I met up with a property manager, and oh my Lord, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I rented my house out, and I packed my entire house up solo with these 2 babies, again, recovering from a C-section. Okay. Packed up that whole place, loaded all that shit into a U-Haul. God, this is another tangent, but one of my close friends in Washington, I had gone to high school with here in Wyoming, and she had also met her husband around the same time I met my ex, and they both happened to live over in that same spot of Washington. So she had just moved up there for him to be closer to home, 6 months before I had to leave. So anyway, but shout out, I have such good friends. I have such good friends, because she helped me get a U-Haul, and I can't even say she helped me load it. That girl loaded it. I mean, again, I was not in okay, like, physical condition to be doing what I was doing. I was really pushing myself, which I regret a lot, because it set me back a lot in recovery. But anyway, did that, drove that thing. Oh, no, here's my other best friend story. So my best friend from Wyoming, who had flown up to be with me after I had my son, she flew back up to help me drive my children and my U-Haul all the way back here. Just for reference, it's a 15-hour drive. So we did that with the two babies. And I lived here, you know, basically in like depression mode for quite a while, trying to like go through, like, it wasn't a divorce, but essentially felt that way because we had been together for almost 10 years. So I had to go through that. I had, you know, a baby. I was now responsible for two babies on my own entirely. Like, I had kind of felt that way the whole time, but like now really. And I just came back here and I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to go to grad school. This is the time to do it. My mom allowed me kind of a soft landing space, so I'm going to do that. Enrolled in grad school. Started the Master's Public Administration program. You guys, I'm shaking my head because I just was talking for like the last 20 minutes and was too consumed with myself to realize that it was not recording. So, picking up where I apparently left off in real-time recording. Anyway, I enrolled in grad school, and then I got through that semester. It's frustrating because I just said all of this, but you know, you live and learn. And my boss, who I had kept in touch with from Washington State, got a hold of me and said, hey, I've got this new program that needs to be developed. Would you like to participate? And I was like, yeah, of course. So anyway, I was so blessed to get this awesome opportunity doing the work that I truly adore, from home in Wyoming, on salary with a very flexible schedule that allows me to be a mom, be a runner, go to the gym, walk my dogs, clean up my house, video for YouTube, and not completely lose my mind, which is incredible, people. I am so blessed. So what I did also just now was I walked you through all this stuff that I had gotten the mail from Amazon. So I was saying I kind of have a shopping problem recently, but, oh, and I also wanted to preface this with, this is kind of a big haul. Like this was an expensive haul, and I don't have all the pieces of it quite yet, but the first most exciting camera. All right. So I got my first, beginning vlog camera, and I'm so excited for it because it's just gonna allow me to capture more stuff, and hopefully, again, I won't run out of space, so I won't have to continually tell you, I just recorded this, and I have to do it again. And that's why my editing is so funky. Next very exciting thing that I can begin using ASAP, extra storage. External storage. Yay! I'm so excited. Hopefully I won't lose videos I record and edit completely and then can't find them anymore. And keyboard and mouse in pink, because if you couldn't tell, I kind of have a thing for pink. Okay, so maybe you can guess what's coming next. It has not arrived yet, but it is on its way. I bought a desktop computer. So that's my big splurge. And I thought long and hard about it because I do have a laptop. It's super old. It's from 2011 from college. It does not function anymore. I plugged it in recently and it was just like, I could email off of it and everything, but I was getting really nervous about trying to like keep videos on there and edit videos. And I don't want to use my work laptop for that because I just feel like, you know, you should keep your personal doings separate from your work because they're not paying for me to use their stuff, you know, to record and edit YouTube videos. I also got a camera tripod. So I'm going to set that baby up, and next time that you see me, probably be utilizing that stuff. So anyway, I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I Okay, so I also, I was talking about clothing earlier, I believe. As you can kind of tell, I mean, I look, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way at all, and I probably should stop saying it to be more PC, but I always say that I look kind of like a hobo, like, or a bum. And so I mean that as a joke, guys, and I hope that you can hear it that way, but, cause like most of the time, as you saw in my first video, if you watched it, I don't put a whole heck of a lot in like effort into my appearance. There are things that matter to me a lot, like my brows, my hair, my lips, and I like to have eyelashes, and then I like to dress, you know, comfortable, functional, but also not like, I'm not like typically a t-shirt type person. So I typically dress like athletic leisure is kind of my thing, because I spend a lot of time at the gym or running or just wanting to be comfortable, and you can't beat it. So anyway, I recently discovered Hope Scope on YouTube, and she's fantastic. So if you need help finding the best pair of leggings or a good activewear company, or just like seeing what things look like before you buy them and invest in them, she's definitely your lady. Anyway, she was talking about some affordable Amazon brands for athletic wear. And even though I like to have a lot of clothes, I am all about the affordable, because I kind of consider myself to be a fast fashion girl, in the sense that I like to have a big wardrobe with lots of choices, but I don't really care if they're going to last a whole heck of a long time. You know, if they're cheap. Like, if I pay more money for something, I obviously want it to last a bit. But anyway, so I'm more of a person who will spend, you know, 20 bucks on an article of clothing, 15 bucks on an article of clothing, and just have like more options. You know what I mean? So anyway, that led me to trying Prime Wardrobe, which is great, you guys. Yes, I have a Prime problem, but what's nice about Prime Wardrobe is you can try on a bunch of stuff and then send back whatever you don't like without even paying for it at all. So it's not even like an exchange, return, refund situation. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to kind of walk you through these Prime Wardrobe things that came in today. I'm super happy that they're here, because I had gotten my first set of Prime Wardrobe things a few days ago, and I wanted all of them to be here so I could try them all on and compare and things like that. I'm actually wearing one of the sports bras. I'll kind of give you a flash. Woo! Okay, so I did that just to show you kind of what this sports bra looked like, because I love it and I decided to keep it. And one of the reasons I love it so much, it does not have those stupid removable cup pads. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but they come out, they get lost. They're a pain in the butt to put back in. I just would assume not have them. And in fact, a lot of my sports bras, like, I don't have them. And so I have to wear, you know, certain clothing so I'm not doing some slips. And I was really wanting to get away from that. So Hope recommended Core 10 on YouTube. So this is another one of their sports bras. I'm, you know, leopard print gal, love that too. Doesn't have those stupid cup pads. And if it fits anything like the one that I'm wearing, it's going to be super comfortable, and I'm going to probably want to keep it. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I want to say it was around 20 bucks, which sports bras, I mean, they are pricey. Like, you can get cheaper ones, you know, and they'll be fine. But I figure with these, since they don't have those cup pads, I will wear them all the time for anything. Like, I can wear them to the gym. I can wear them running around, sitting at the house, whatever. So anyway, first thing, what is this? This is another Core 10. That's the brand from Amazon. I think these are joggers. I've been wanting to get like some more like joggers, because I know they're really in right now. Part of my problem with joggers is that they always look really loose on me, and I kind of like a little tighter fitting jogger a bit, so I don't look like complete sweatpants, you know what I mean, but I'm still comfortable. So I got these. I have another pair of joggers that I got in my first haul, which I really, really like them, but they are $42, and that's a little more than I wanted to spend on joggers. So I think these are a little more reasonable. But the problem with these is that I typically wear an extra small in leggings and joggers, anything like that, shorts. So the first pair I was able to get an extra small, so they fit how I'd like them to fit. These are a small, and they do look like they're going to be a little big for me. So I'll try them, but not really setting high expectations for that. What else? Sorry for all the bagging sound. Ooh, that's interesting fabric. Okay, so the other conundrum I'm having with joggers, right, is that like right now in Wyoming, it's winter, and it's gonna basically be winter until May, and then maybe throughout parts of the summer as well. I mean, I'm joking, but not really. We had a huge snowstorm June 10th or something last year, and it was like huge. So anyway, so when I was like choosing joggers, I'm like, in the summer, I typically like to be tank top, shorts person. I rarely ever wear like long leggings or long pants. So I was like, okay, do I want like thicker kind of joggers, or do I want thinner joggers? So anyway, the first ones, the gray ones that I just showed you, are, you can kind of tell they're like a thicker, they're still light, but they're a little thicker material. These, I really like the waistband at the top, are like, you know, I don't know if you can hear that. They are a different kind of material, and it's much lighter weight. And I'm kind of pumped to try these on, because what I like to do is like have a really cinched sort of top that kind of gives me a waistline, and then it sort of loosens up a little bit after that. Are these extra small? I don't remember what size I was able to get these in. Let me see. Come on, Nina, why can't you find the dang size? I struggle. Okay, like, you'd think it would be really stinking obvious, but a lot of this is in, like, I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's in Chinese. Oh, Istanbul, Turkey. Interesting. Okay, anyway, I don't know what size these are. So I'll get back to you on that. I'm not going to waste. Oh, they are an extra small. There it is. Okay, cool. So these should fit a lot better, and I'm excited to try those on. Okay. This, you know what? When I saw this, I basically just tried it because, you know, I could try it for free kind of a thing. I got this dress from Corten. It is a pink long sleeve sweatshirt dress for $40, so I don't know that I'll be keeping it. I have another sweater dress, similar color, that I got for $7 from Rue 21. And it does the job to just lounge around the house, because ranting about Wyoming again, Wyoming is just not really cut out to be a sweater dress location, okay? Like, it's either frigidly cold to the point where you have to wear pants, or it's like too warm for a sweater dress, but whatever. I don't know. It doesn't really work very well. So I just want something I can chill in the house and still kind of look cute and, you know, do what I need to do my work calls kind of thing. I love dresses because it's like an entire outfit in one article of clothing, and you can't beat that. Last thing in this bit, these shorts. So again, I'm an extra small. These are small. I'm already kind of calling these a no-go in my mind. They just look really big to me. I have another pair of joggers that are an extra small, and a pair of shorts that are an extra small in the wardrobe that was delivered just a couple days ago. And I love them both. The shorts are a little longer than I wanted, but geez, sorry. I am 5'4", so I'm technically average for a woman, okay? But it does mean that a lot of times these shorts are maybe supposed to be a shorter cut, but they end up being longer on me, which I was kind of hoping for shorter, but they're super comfy and cute, and I'll probably end up keeping them. And then I got another pair of joggers that are an extra small. They don't have a tie waistband, which I kind of prefer the tie waistband, but They are super cute. They fit me really well. The only thing is they're $42. And again, it's like, yeah, but at the same time, like I could probably maybe get the same thing for like 15. I don't know. So I'm still keeping an open mind on that. Okay, so that is my wardrobe. All my goody stuff here. Sorry for all the noise there. Okay, what else do I need to walk through? That was that stuff. What time is it? Okay, so it's about to be 2 now. I have class that starts at 3. Oof, and it goes all the way till 6. Ugh. So my mom picks up the kids for me on the days that I have class. She picks them up from daycare, feeds them dinner, and then I go pick them up from her house after class. So anyway, I've got class in an hour. I was really hoping to get my nails done today, because they look terrible. They really need to be done, but I'm so slow at doing them. It would take me probably an hour and a half, so I don't have enough time to do them tonight. Bummer. Anyway, okay, that was my short little spiel about that. Oh, I did get one more exciting thing. One of the gals that I follow on Insta, she is a fitness coach, I guess. She is sponsored by Bomar. Gosh, I can't read backwards. Yeah, forgot what it was. Bomar Nutrition. So I went ahead and just tried this. Cookies and cream, obviously. Okay. I also got the vegan, just cause like I said, I'm lactose intolerant, but typically I can consume the whey protein cause it doesn't do as much damage. But anyway, I also just like to do vegan when I can. I still eat meat and everything, but when can, do a little when can. So I'm excited to try that. The other thing I hate is like, okay, I don't want to spend like a bazillion dollars on a small bottle, but I also hate when I get this brand new, like never tried it before, and it's a ginormous bottle. Hopefully I like it, or it's gonna sit in my cabinet like the other ones. Anyway, I'll do this one next. Okay, so this is something new for me. I really hope this tastes okay, because again, any of you, if you're like health freaks, and I say freak lovingly, again, like no judgment, obviously, and I call myself that. But I call myself that because I kind of had a problem with it too. Anyway, sometimes when you get like something that's like sugar-free or like high protein sugar-free, it kind of doesn't taste good at all, but you eat it because you're trying to be healthy, and it still kind of gives you that idea that you're like eating dessert or whatever. This is the Bomar butter. So it's high protein icing, okay? In flavor, confetti cake. So let me check out the stuff. Okay, so it's only got 2 grams of sugar and 180 calories and 2 tablespoons with 10 grams of protein. Okay, so this is the type of thing where it's like, if I can get some of my kids like little like letter cookies, like I buy them at Walmart, they're little like the ABCs, and it's a little cookie, and it has not much sugar at all, and dip those things in something like this that actually tastes good. Whew, I'm excited. So anyway, that's what that is. They have other flavors of all this stuff too, you guys, but this is just what I'm trying out to start. Okay, last new exciting thing, pre-workout. So I don't know that I've had like legit pre-workout. I got something that was it's like BCAA, which my understanding is it's pretty much the same thing. Again, I'm not like an expert in any of this. Take it all with a grain of sand, and also please be nice if I'm saying something that's completely wrong. But I was really into drinking that for a bit, and I felt like it did kind of help me get motivation for my workouts and stuff, but then I kind of died off of the flavor, and I just kind of got bored with it, and unfortunately that happens to me. So I had seen a lot of people raving about this one. It is the Bomar pre-workout sour gummy flavored. Now there was an option to get one, I can't remember what the, there was an option to get one with a stimulant, meaning with caffeine. They're actually out of that one in the sour gummy, and I really wanted to get the sour gummy flavor, so I just got the stimulant-free one, which if anyone else loves to drink coffee, like I love to drink coffee, even though I basically only get about a cup in or half a cup in the morning before my kids harass me too much that I can't even drink it. Anyway, if anyone is a coffee drinker, it's like, do you really need more stimulant in your pre-workout? This is handsome. This little collar again. And get ready for my class. I'm not looking forward to it. But anyway, so I'll be doing that. And then I'll probably be editing all this fun stuff for you guys tonight. And hopefully I will get it out very soon. So thanks for watching. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.